ask you a little bit about crop insurance. I know that was just raised. I brought this issue up with Secretary Vilsack when he was before our committee a few weeks ago about the possibility of having a partially irrigated crop insurance program. We have individuals who either are irrigated or who are not irrigated, but because of maybe drought conditions or water management issues in certain communities, they've moved to sort of a partially irrigated position, which there isn't really a crop insurance tool that fits that, is my understanding today, and so they're either irrigated or not. And I think the USDA is working on that project. I guess, where are we on that, and is that a tool that farmers will be able to use across the country sometime in the near future?
Thanks for the question. I actually, about a year ago, had the opportunity to go visit with farmers out in Kansas, talk to the governor as well, and I understand how important of an issue this is. About that time, we asked a third party to look at different options of how we could potentially cover it, because as you pointed out, it's kind of a middle ground. These producers used to have adequate water to fully irrigate a crop. Unfortunately, a lot of them do not now, and unfortunately the situation is probably going to get worse over time. That study came back and they presented some problems. We actually read that. We asked them to go back with some ideas we presented them and to come up with their own ideas, trying to find a solution. I wish I could tell you that it was simple, and I wish I could tell you that we had a solution today, because I wish we did, but we don't. We're going to keep working with people because we do understand that these farmers are facing a very unique situation, and they're going to do the best they can in the circumstances. So it's a high priority, but it's not as simple as I wish it was.
Are there things that we can do legislatively that would provide a format so that would be possible? I mean, what's holding us back from being able to create that option for farmers?
I do not believe we need a legislative fix. If we do, I will reach out and let you know that. I think the hard part is all these producers are in a little bit different situation. Some of them have a lot less water, some of them have more. In trying to balance the needs of the farmers who need to grow a crop with taxpayers, you can imagine that when you're not watering quite enough, there's a big gap on how much you water, and just trying to make sure that program integrity is at the top of the priority list as well. But if we need any authority, I will let you know.
That's something we'll have to continue to work on. Switching gears for a little bit, certainly a big issue for Kansas and farmers all across the country is our ability to export grain and meat across the world. Helps put Americans to work, helps feed the world, and we've got a lot of food aid programs as well. In our efforts to promote trade and promote these exports, how do we open up more foreign markets? Where are the opportunities for Kansas farmers to be able to sell more of their products overseas? And in that role, we've had some challenges with rule of law being followed in certain countries where maybe products are being sold, they don't get paid for. How do we ensure that when we go into these new markets that treaties are being followed, that rule of law is being followed, so that we can protect American producers?
To your first point, as far as getting products into foreign markets, we've just experienced the 4 biggest years in agriculture trade in the history of the United States. We just had a record-breaking year last year of about $141 billion in agricultural exports. We're on track this year to break that record. We're looking at somewhere between $142 and $143 billion in agricultural trade this year. What we do is some of the programs that we have, like our market access program and our farm market development program, we work with our cooperators, our commodity groups, to go provide them in cost share money to go in and open up and develop some of these new markets and get market access for their products. Hugely successful programs. For every dollar that we spend in these programs, there's a $35 return on investment. That's huge. We also do trade missions. I will be leading a trade mission to China on May the 3rd. We'll be taking 27 companies along with us on this trade mission. My deputy, Darcy Vetter, did a trade mission to Africa last fall. Before that, I did one to Turkey in the summer. These trade missions help us open up and develop new markets. We have staff. I have 96 offices around the the world that work in 167 different countries to break down the barriers that you just mentioned, to help us get product in there, product that's stopped at the port, get it moving if there's an issue with payment, to help get our products paid for at the end of the day. So we have a great staff and that do a fantastic job of breaking down barriers and helping us get product in the market.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.